I was stationed thousands of miles from home, buried somewhere deep in the sweltering, dust-choked heart of the Middle East. The sun never let up. It hung above us like a punishment, searing the sand, the tents, our skin. The gear we wore clung to us like a second skin. Heavy, suffocating, always damp with sweat. There was no escape from the heat, no relief from the noise. Generators droned endlessly, a mechanical heartbeat in the background of our lives, and the days bled into each other like ink in water. 9 months into my deployment, the only thing keeping me tethered to sanity was home, or the idea of it. San Diego felt like a dream I was desperate to wake into. I could still see it vividly in my mind. The sunset spilling gold across our backyard, the smell of charcoal rising from the grill, the sound of Tarara's laugh echoing off the bungalow walls. Every time I left for a tour, she'd be there on the porch, smiling for me, trying to be strong. But I knew that smile. I knew how her eyes gave her away, how they always filled with unshed tears the moment I turned my back. It was those memories that got me through the worst of it. Her hand resting gently on my shoulder, her scent lingering in the shirt she'd packed me, her letters filled with warmth and hope. Then, out of nowhere, came the message that cracked the foundation beneath my feet. It was late, maybe 0100. I was lying on my cot in the barracks, boots still on, not really sleeping, just existing. That's when Jake, one of my closest friends back home, sent me a screenshot. No context, just an image. And even before I opened it, something inside me twisted. Sick instinct. It was a photo from Tarara's Instagram. She was at Coronado Beach. Her favorite spot. I'd taken her there 100 times. The ocean wind tossed her hair around her face just like it always did, and her smile, God, that smile, lit her up like it always had. But she wasn't alone. There was a man next to her. Tan, confident, smug almost. His arm was wrapped around her waist like it had always belonged there. The caption said, "Chasing waves." And Jake's message. Just 5 words. "You see this, Rob? Who's the dude?" I stared at that image until everything around me blurred. The tent, the dim lights, the chatter of soldiers nearby. Just static. I tried to rationalize it. Maybe it was innocent. A coworker, someone she ran into. Tara wasn't the type to cheat. We'd been together for 10 years, married for 6. High school sweethearts who made it against the odds. Just last month she'd sent me a care package. My favorite beef jerky, some socks, and a letter that smelled like her perfume. She wrote, "I miss you every second. I can't wait to have you home." I couldn't shake the feeling. That night, I made my way to the comms tent. The Wi-Fi was spotty, barely enough to load a page, but I kept trying until I got a signal strong enough to make a call. When she answered, her voice was soft, familiar, warm. I asked as casually as I could, "Hey, who's the guy in that beach pic?" She laughed too quickly. A sound that felt more like deflection than amusement. "Oh, that's Chris," she said. "Just a friend from work. We got coffee, decided to hang out at the beach." "It's nothing, Rob." But her tone, it was rehearsed. Too smooth. Like she'd said it before. Maybe to herself in the mirror, maybe to him. I wanted to press her. I wanted to demand the truth. But I had a mission coming up. Out here, in the chaos and danger, there was no room for doubt. No space to break down. So I buried it. Told myself I trusted her. A week passed. Then came the second blow. An email from our neighbor, Mrs. Alvarez. The kind, older woman who'd leave tamales on our porch around the holidays. Not a gossip. Not the type to meddle. That's what made her message hit so hard. "Rob, I'm so sorry to be the one to tell you this. But there's a man at your house most nights. The same one from the photo. He parks his truck out front and stays until morning. I thought you should know." Attached was a grainy porch camera still. Time-stamped. 2:03 a.m. A pickup truck, unmistakably his, parked in my driveway. My driveway. Something broke in me. Sleep became impossible. Breathing felt like dragging sand into my lungs. The heat became heavier, my rifle harder to lift. I couldn't stop picturing them. In our kitchen, drinking coffee from the mugs we picked out together. On our couch, laughing at the same shows we used to binge. In our bed. The one I built with my bare hands. I checked her Instagram again. More pictures. More of him. Always touching her. Always smiling. Captions like, good company, and weekend vibes. Her friends cheering it on with hearts and flame emojis like it was all okay. Like I wasn't thousands of miles away. Dodging mortars and rationing hope. I didn't call her. Not at first. I was too hollow, too angry. Instead, I asked Jake to drive by the house. Not to confront, just to confirm. His message came back fast. Truck's there now. Lights on. Music playing. Didn't see them but, yeah, it's bad. That was it. The truth I didn't want but already knew. I couldn't hold back any longer. I called her in the middle of the night. Her voice was groggy. Rob. I didn't waste time. Terera, who is he? Really? Don't lie to me. There was a silence. Then a sigh. Long tired. Like I was the one making things difficult. You're overreacting. Chris is just around sometimes. I get lonely, okay? You're gone so much. Lonely. I nearly choked. You let another man sleep in my bed in our house. And you call that lonely? That's betrayal, Terera. She tried to soften it. It's not serious, she said, voice cracking at the edges. But I could hear it, the guilt bleeding through. Not serious. I laughed bitterly. He's there every night. He's in my life. The one I'm risking everything to come home to. She started crying. Apologizing. Saying she didn't mean to hurt me. That she missed me. That she felt forgotten. That he was just there. I wanted to scream. Throw the phone. But I didn't. I just sat there, crushed beneath the weight of every sacrifice I'd made, thinking it was all for us. After that call, I stopped replying to her messages. I buried myself in work. Extra patrols, cleanup duty, anything that numbed me. But the thoughts always came back. When I finally came home, I didn't tell her. I didn't want to give her time to prep some polished lie. The house looked the same from the outside. Palm trees swaying, porch swing creaking, chipped paint I always said I'd fix. But as I walked up the path, it didn't feel like mine anymore. She opened the door. Her face went pale. Rob, you're home. Yeah, I said, stepping inside. Didn't think I needed to call first. We sat at the kitchen table, the same one we bought from that flea market in Oceanside. She confessed it all. Chris had been living there more or less. Dinners. Movies, nights together. But she insisted it wasn't love. Like that made it better. I just felt so alone without you, she said. He made me feel seen. I looked at her hand. Her wedding ring still there. Still shining. Still lying. I went to war for us, I said. Every day I put my life on the line, thinking I had something to come home to. I know, she whispered. And I hate myself for ruining it. Can we fix this? Please. I looked around. At the blanket on the couch. The mug she always used. The hallway that led to a bedroom I couldn't bring myself to step into. I don't know, I said. I don't even know who you are anymore. I didn't stay. I crashed on Jake's couch. He didn't say anything. Just handed me a beer and sat with me in silence. I walk the beaches alone. Sometimes I pass by Coronado and wonder if that's where it all started. Or if it had started long before and I just refused to see it. San Diego still smells the same. Salt, sunscreen, ocean breeze. But it doesn't feel like home anymore. It's beautiful here. But it's cold now. Came back from war. I just don't know if I made it.